and I'll go to I and see if Isha is there. And
Okay. Hi, Isha.
Hello.
Okay, so I already gave your introduction, um,
Okay.
and people know who you are. They are really like waiting to hear your story and listen to you. So we are just going to do this little kind of not interview, but a conversation. So I'm going to ask on behalf of the audience. About Isha's first book, Finding Order in Disorder. And Isha, can you please tell us what is this book about and what inspired you to write it?
Thank you so much for having me today, firstly. This memoir actually started as a way of me journaling in the beginning, and it I started writing 8 years ago. So when I started journaling, my father read just 2 pages, and he gave this title, Finding Order and Disorder, and I got extremely inspired to write about my lived experiences with mental health. So initially, it was a way for me to deal with 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 my disorder, and also as a means of healing and catharsis. So that included me, doing along the journey of writing the memoir. It included doing paintings and writing poetry, and journaling, and just reflecting on my childhood and life. That kind of culminated into this book. And also during that, my mother was also doing her master's thesis. Now she's completing a PhD, but during that she was doing a master's thesis in media, and her topic was also mental health, and so we collaborated on a film, Unfinished. And that also inspired me in a way, because a lot of that content kind of intersects and overlaps. uh, but yeah, I mean, it is basically, covers, I guess we can.
So, Isha, tell us where can we buy this book or where can we read this book?
Yeah, so this book is available on Amazon International, and on Kindle as well. In Canada, you can order a hard, like a paperback copy. Mostly, it's available in India, as Home in Books International has published it. So yeah, these are the platforms it's available, and there are some other booksellers as well that are selling it on the internet. But the main platform is Amazon.
Okay, great. I know that you are a trained Kathak dancer. You also write. So can you tell us, because Mehar is all about like art, connecting art and mental health. So can you tell us your story, how art helps you in coping with the challenges?
Yes, absolutely. So, w- what actually happened was, when I was not doing well, I used to practice dance, and really, I was practicing dance because I am a dancer, and that's what I like to do, and that's my hobby. But what I realized is that actually helped me in dealing with and coping with my diagnosis. And apart from, like you said, the art, so I even like to paint, and during that time I used to paint and write poetry. But dance really helped me a lot. I used to do a lot of kathak, even when I was ill and otherwise. But if you see any of the videos which I have posted on my YouTube channel, you don't see any difference. You can't tell that I'm not well at that time, because in that moment there's so much clarity. And it's just, yeah, it's interesting to see. It's surprising to see that if someone so-called has that label and disorder, is able to, do the dance movements in a certain way. And it's almost like it, you know uh, I'm doing it from inside. And all those, uh, actually all those dances were, they were all improv. So it was not like I had not like planned it in my mind or choreographed it. So it was based out of whatever I had learned, and I just used to play music and dance. And sometimes I used to even practice Kathak bowls. So yeah.
Yeah, I think art has a lot of power. It has a lot of healing power. It has a lot of empowering kind of, capacity. And I think I would like to talk about like the title of all of our artistic projects. It is I Am Still Me. So the message that Mehar is also trying to give is like don't focus on the diagnosis of a person because person is individual, not the diagnosis.
Mhm.
Like having postpartum psychosis or having bipolar disorder does not stop me from being Rekha Vaishnav or Isha Chopra. And me being Rekha Vaishnav, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a social worker, I'm an employee. And many times when you get this label, the mental health, mental disorders, we start losing all these things that we actually like have achieved throughout our life, and that is very unfair. So that's why our theme is I am still me. I'm still Rekha. I'm still a social worker. Doesn't matter if I have a diagnosis, if I'm on the treatment, but I'm still a wife. I'm still a mother. So all these things that we are playing these roles, they should be still kind of existing in spite of like we being on any treatment or we being in the recovery. So we are very proud of people like Isha that they really find the strength, and they really kind of recover and they take charge of their own what do you say, the progress and moving forward. So, Isha, my last question. I wish that like we continue to talk and we listen to your story more. But my last question is like it has been just a kind of very very pleasant surprise and something that a beautiful happened to Mehar, that we got connected. So I want to know how did you find out about Mehar and how did you get inspired to contact Mehar?
So the reason I got inspired really to contact Mehar is because firstly I connected with your identity of also being South Asian, but also having lived experiences and actually running this organization, which is basically devoted to mental health advocacy, rooted in the arts. So that is what really drew me to this, and as well as your the fact that you engage in media and films, and I found that very interesting because my family has also done the same, and there were a lot of things where we could connect on, and even your family having so many artists and singers, so that it just it was very nice to find all that out, and hopefully going forward we can do more things. But this is great. I'm so happy to have this conversation and be here today. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want to also say that Isha is going to be our special guest tomorrow when we are doing our film screening as a part of the World Mental Health Day celebration in North York at Fairview Mall Cineplex. Isha will be our keynote speaker and the guest. Who will be giving a very strong and powerful message about hope and recovery to people. Isha, do you want to share a little bit about how your family supports you?
Yes, so my family has been extremely supportive in the sense that my mother and me are very close. Like we talk about everything under the sun, and the fact that she's open to listening even when perhaps things are not going that great. Sometimes the caregiver just needs to, be there for the person and just listen, without, trying to problem solve and give solutions. And I would like to also acknowledge my late uncle Veer Papa, who passed away due to COVID. So he would always tell me, let Isha help Isha. And in fact, one of my memoir chapters are that is the title I've used, because that is finally what helped me. Because I do believe that until and unless you don't take that onus to help yourself, things, as much as other people want to help you, it doesn't happen as easily and as fast as one would want to, um, heal, recover. Or I don't want to use those words, cope, because I think everybody is coping with mental health, whether they would like to admit it or not. So
I think your mom is saying, I'm so proud of my daughter Isha. Shabnam, hi. Yes, definitely. You should be proud of Isha. And actually, in fact, I have a lot to learn from you, Isha, because the way you present yourself and the way you're so confident about everything, I think this is what is needed by everyone who has the some kind of mental health challenge, because by putting ourselves down because we are struggling with mental health challenge itself is a kind of self stigma, and that's what, like, we have to come out of that. And our messages through our films and everything, we are like trying to say the same thing. We want to normalize mental health just like physical health, that how people can very easily say that I'm on the diabetes treatment. People should feel comfortable saying that I'm on pills for depression, or bipolar disorder, or like thought disorder. So but I'm hopeful. I'm not confident that this is going to happen very soon, but it's a long journey, and I think people like us, people like you, get together to do something to bring that change, then definitely we will have that kind of future for us. So uh, great talking to you. And I really look forward to doing a dance project with you, which we have talked about,
yes,
and Nihar and Isha Chopra's collaboration for a dance project to for mental health awareness. So we are definitely going to look forward to that. Thank you so much, Isha. Take care.
thank you so much. Thank you, Auntie. Thank
Thanks, Isha. Thank
you.
you. You're
Bye.
so cute.
Bye.
I
Thank
love you.
you.
Rekha, as you are mentioning about program 25th